What's going on, guys? I'm back with another video today. On one of my last videos, we looked on how like big the universe is, and now we're gonna find out what will happen in the next 1 billion years. Obviously, I'm gonna be dead. Everyone's gonna be dead. Um, but yeah, let's check it out. I mean, hopefully humanity isn't dead though. Hopefully we grow into an advanced civilization. I know there's like three different levels of advanced civilization, and I think we barely hit the first level because I think there's three, right? And then there's the second and there's the third. Um, but yeah, if you all know what I'm talking about, it's cool because I already made a video on reaction on that.
This is a video by Real Life Lore,
If
made
you all want to check it
possible
out.
by Squarespace. Make your next move with Squarespace. Humanity has been around for about 200,000 years and has experienced a massive amount of change already. From our
Mm.
starting point in Africa, we've managed to colonize the entire world at this point and even reached as far away as the moon. The Bering Land Bridge that once connected Asia and North America with
Did we though? Did we actually go to the moon? Was it all a conspiracy? I think we actually went to the moon. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think that was actually real. Low key, bro. I wish I was an astronaut. I'm not gonna lie.
one another has long since
Going to
been
space is cool.
submerged beneath the ocean. So if humanity exists for another billion years, then what additional changes or events can we reasonably expect to happen?
Mm.
Well, starting at about 10,000 years into the future, we will encounter the year 10,000 problem. Software that encodes the AD calendar year as a 4-digit decimal will no longer be able to encode dates starting at 10,000 AD. It will
What?
be a real Y10K, and in addition, if current trends of globalization continues, then human genetic variation will no longer be regionalized by this point, meaning that all human genetic traits like skin color and hair color will be evenly distributed across the world. In
Mm.
20,000 years from now, future languages will only contain 1 out of every 100 core vocabulary words of their present-day counterparts. Essentially, no
1%.
modern language will be recognizable by this point. In
Wait, but
50,000
why though? Why wouldn't it be regular? Like, are we just gonna make a new language? Like that makes no sense. Wouldn't we just still use the same language? Like, why would they modify it?
Essentially, no modern language will be recognizable by this point. In 50,000 years, Earth will enter into another glacial period regardless of current global warming effects. Niagara Falls will have completely eroded away into Lake Erie and ceased to exist, and due to
Damn.
glacial rebound and erosion, the many lakes of the Canadian Shield will also cease to exist. Also, 1 full day on Earth will have increased by 1 full second, requiring a leap second to be added to every day. In 100,000 years from now, the stars and constellations visible from Earth will be completely different than they are from today. Also, this is the estimated amount of time that it would take to fully terraform Mars into a habitable planet similar to the Earth. In 250
Wait, it'll take 100,000 years to colonize Mars, but that's even if we actually can colonize Mars. But I mean, we probably will in the future with advanced technology. But 100,000
than
years
they are
to
from
fully
today.
colonize?
Also, this is the estimated
Damn.
amount of time that it would take to fully terraform Mars into a habitable planet similar to the Earth. In 250,000 years, the
Oh, to
Loihi
make it similar to
volcano
Earth.
will rise above the surface and form a new island in the Hawaiian island chain. In 500,000 years from now, Earth will have likely been struck by an asteroid measuring 1 kilometer in diameter unless humanity artificially prevents it. Additionally, the Badlands National Park in South Dakota will have completely eroded away by this point. In 950,000 years, the meteor crater in Arizona, which is considered the best preserved meteorite impact crater on Earth, will have completely eroded away. In 1 million years, Earth will have likely experienced a supervolcanic eruption large enough to erupt 3,200 cubic kilometers of ash, an
Damn.
event similar to the Toba supereruption 70,000 years ago that almost made humanity extinct. In addition, the star Betelgeuse will have exploded into a supernova by this point,
There's a star called Beetlejuice. Did you say Beetlejuice?
extinct. In
Surely not.
addition, the star Betelgeuse will have exploded into a
Yeah, it's Beetlejuice. I mean, it's spelled differently than, the goat Beetlejuice, but it's still the same word, Beetlejuice.
supernova by this point, and the explosion will be easily visible from Earth even during the daytime. In 2 million years, the Grand Canyon will have eroded even more significantly, slightly deepening, but it will mostly widen out into a large valley. If
Mm.
humanity has colonized different planets in the solar system and the universe by this point, and the populations on each planet have remained separate from one another, then humanity will have likely evolved into various different species at this point. These different human species will be adapted
bro, we're gonna evolve into a freaking bear, into a freaking what this is, whatever that is, and that is.
to their different planets and may not be aware of the other human species located in the rest of the universe.
Mm.
In 10 million years, a large part of East Africa will split off from the rest of the continent. A new ocean basin will form between the two sides, and Africa will be divided into two separate land masses. In 50 million years, Phobos, a moon of Mars, will collide with the planet, causing massive destruction there. Back on Earth, the remaining part of Africa will collide with Eurasia and
Oh yeah, yeah. There's like that's what I think. Yeah,
close off the Mediterranean Sea forever. A new mountain range similar in size to the Himalayas will form between the now connected land masses and may possibly produce a
I know that because I learned that in elementary school where like the tectonic plates they move like very. I mean they don't move. They move, but they don't move a lot. Like I think for years like a 1 millimeter per year I think, or even less than that. But eventually, yeah, I know like the shape, like how the Earth is right now with all the continents. Eventually, it will change. Eventually, it will change. Like like new countries will be formed, bro. Like
mountain that is
it's
higher than Mount
crazy.
Everest. In 60 million years, the Canadian Rockies will have completely eroded into a flat plain. In 80 million years from now, all of the Hawaiian Islands will have sunk back beneath the ocean, and in 100
Damn.
million years, the Earth will have likely been
Thing is, how do we even know this? Like this is all like theoretical, technically, because it hasn't. I mean, obviously, how do we even know this is gonna happen? Well, I think they could just make predictions on just observing stuff, right? We're back. We're back. We're back. We're back. Yeah. All right.
struck
Sorry
by
about
an
that.
asteroid
Recording
similar to the
stopped.
event that wiped out the dinosaurs 66 million years ago, assuming of course that it isn't artificially
Wait,
prevented.
what
In
was it?
60, the Earth will have likely been struck by an asteroid similar to the event that wiped out the dinosaurs 66 million years ago,
Damn.
assuming of course that it isn't artificially prevented. In addition, at this point in the
I mean, I'll be honest. By that time, technology would be so advanced, bro, that we could probably like fully optimize gathering energy from the sun.
future, the rings around the planet Saturn will no longer exist.
Mm.
In 240 million years, Earth will have finally completed one full
Bro, that's crazy, bro. This is the whole galaxy, and this is like where we're at right now, bro. Like that really small point, bro. Like it's just the universe is so big, bro. There has to be other life, and I'm pretty sure those other life that are around us. I mean, not around us, but those other lives in the universe are definitely more advanced than us, for sure, for sure.
orbit around the galactic center from its current position. In 250
Fully over.
full orbit around the galactic center from its current position. In
That takes
250
240 years.
million years,
240
all of
million
the
years.
continents on Earth will have fused together to form a supercontinent similar to Pangaea. A possible name for this continent is Pangaea Ultima, and it will probably look something sort of like this image.
Damn, bro. Damn. This will make traveling so much easier, bro, and hopefully less expensive.
Then, in 400 to 500 million years, the supercontinent will break apart once again.
Aw.
In 500 to 600 million years, a deadly gamma ray burst will likely occur within 6,500 light years of Earth. If conditions are right, or wrong if you prefer, the burst could strike Earth and severely damage the ozone layer, which would cause a mass extinction event. In 600 million years, the moon will have moved far enough away from Earth that total solar eclipses will no longer be possible after this date. In
Oh,
addition,
damn.
the sun's increasing luminosity will cause severe effects on Earth.
Oh, this
Plate
one the sun's about
tectonic
to
movements
explode.
will stop at this point, and carbon dioxide levels in the atmosphere will decrease dramatically. C3 photosynthesis will no longer be possible at this point, and 99% of current plant life on Earth will die. In
Damn.
800 million years, carbon dioxide levels will have continued to fall to the point where C4 photosynthesis will no longer be possible. Free oxygen and ozone disappear from the atmosphere, and all complex life on Earth will die. Finally, in 1 billion years, the sun's luminosity will have increased 10% from its current state. The surface temperature on Earth will rise to a sweltering 47 degrees Celsius on average. The atmosphere will turn into a moist greenhouse and the world's oceans will evaporate away. Pockets of liquid water may still exist at the Earth's poles, however, which means that they
Bro,
will
that's crazy to think. Like when you look at it, bro, and like I think in our solar system, like Mars is the only one that looks the most habitable out of all the other planets. It really makes you think like, could there have been life just like us on Earth on Mars, and they just like gone away, like they just went away? Because bro, like I feel like Mars can be the new Earth, and then Earth can be the new Mars. Like for like the roles could just switch. But my thing is, why didn't they come colonize Earth if the new Mars was about to like be cooked? Was there ever life there? These are like the questions I'll be asking myself.
probably become the last bastion of life on our planet. A lot will change
Mm,
over the course of a billion years, but a lot has changed in the last billion years as well. In addition to the things that we've talked about in this video, who knows what else a billion years could bring. This video was made possible by Squarespace. If you create a
square.
blog, channel, new video, and other ways by clicking over here,
Let me off. Let me know what y'all think of the video. I saw a video. What happened in one Google year? Google year is like the I think the highest measures of year. So let me know if y'all want me to check that out. I'll catch y'all later.